Hi. I'm about to piss off the kink community. I'm about to do them like real dirty right now. But listen, I am so fucking sick of wannabe ass male doms. Wannabe ass male doms better get the fuck down on the ground where they belong in the first place. I hate wannabe ass male doms. Honestly, the only male doms that are like okay are the pleasure doms where it's like okay, all I gotta do is fucking lay there and come. Like goddamn, like that's a good deal. But for I kind of feel like 90% of, like at least 90%, like it's really rare. It's not common to be, like, and doms for, the, like male doms for the most part, I mean, like even female doms, you know, they're not really dominant people because dominance doesn't have to be performed. It's like, you know, I don't know if they're still doing it, but you know those incel dipshits, and then they like they're like sitting there taking notes from like I can't even remember their fucking names. Like those just dumbass guys like selling dating courses or like how to be an alpha male or something. It's like, dude, well, I mean, in the first place, if you cannot if you're too fucking stupid and you're too simple-minded to figure out how, like, we're not alphas, we're not betas, we're not deltas. That shit's not real. We're not fucking wolves. We are people, you retards. And it's ridiculous that like selling courses and stuff online. Seriously, I mean, even like I get messages from female doms like, buy my course and figure out how to be a dom or whatever. It's $100, and I'm like, bitch, give me if that's as good as you say it is, give me one fucking tip that's gonna make me some money, and I'll give you $100 of it if it works. And that shit never works because they don't know what they're doing. Nobody, like, I can't, people selling online courses, God, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Who's buying that? Who's encouraging them to do that shit? But yeah, who the fuck is encouraging goddamn male doms? Why? I think that a lot, like, not as 90% of male doms are fucking predatory, and they just want to fucking hurt women and shit. Like they're poor. They're always fucking poor. They're tiny dickless ass fucking losers. And women, god damn, female subs, I think that, you know, there's like a subset of people that are like legitimate, and then like the rest, like most of the time, they're just fucking looking for male validation. They're pick-me sluts. They're the pick-me sluts of the fucking BDSM community. I mean, male subs can suck and be freaky too. Like, subs are the ones that are like fucking stealing women's shoes all the time, and like subs have like feet things because it's like being beneath their feet or whatever. But yeah, subs can be just as predatory as doms, 100%. You gotta watch your back with them. Like, a lot of the time, they're fucking, kink people are fucking weirdos. Especially, like, sissy bitches are kind of starting to piss me off. I have, like, with the sissy bitch, it's like, half of them are, like, fucking cool. And they're like, I mean, like, I guess with anybody. I mean, like, I fucking met cool furries. I have. And, but yeah, that community is rife with really fucked up people. That community is rife with people who are infiltrating it because they're like fucking weirdos that want to fuck dogs and stuff. So many people want to fuck dogs. If you start camming, you will find out how many fucking people in this world are walking around. Like, I can't go to a grocery store anymore, dude. I can't, like, every time I'm there, I'm like, which one of these motherfuckers are doing it? Because somebody in here is. Like, that's how common it is. I don't, like, just how does it happen? You know, like, how do you meet so many fucking people and all get together to go fuck animals? Like, I mean, have you ever tried to get a group of people together to go see a movie? Fuck. So is that all I had to say about that? I kind of wanted to do a video on Marquis de Sade, but I wanted to research it more. I mean, whenever I really liked that it was somebody that was so outspoken against the clergy. Back whenever I was a teenager or something, I was really fascinated by his work. And I was fascinated by him as a person because, I mean, like, you shouldn't always hold an artist accountable for their character's crimes. Like the guy who wrote Lolita, he never did anything. And Lolita is actually a very important book. It's not. It was like the first one of its kind that was like, hey, these fucking motherfuckers exist, and it made you complicit and be in their head. Like it's a masterpiece of literature, and it has a place in literature. Does Marquis de Sade have place in literature? And that's a little bit more murky because Marquis de Sade, he practiced what he preached. He was like 100% abusive. He beat the shit out of prostitutes and stuff. I mean, for a while, like, it's hard to find something that historical, like, because like how outspoken he was against the clerics. Like if he just did what he wrote about, like if he just did it and then he wrote about something nice the clerics liked, he would have never been institutionalized. And like the movie Quill's kind of romantic. This is such a good movie. It's such a good movie, but it romanticized him a lot. Like he wasn't charismatic. He wasn't charming. He was just like violent and aggressive and really fucked up. And I think people like that, like everybody makes it like hurt people. I don't really think it works like that. I think that really, really, when people are really, 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 really spoiled, they have a hard time empathizing with people who aren't. And I think that most sociopaths are like really, really, really spoiled people. And like, have you ever seen that episode of the Boondocks where that kid's grandma is like, oh, he just wants his fried chicken and like he's smoking with cigarettes, and like that kid is like really fat, but the grandma, he could do no wrong or whatever. And like Eric Cartman or something, like kids that get spoiled like that, they just kind of end up like that. It's not because they were like bad touched or anything like that. That's like a very harmful myth, I think. Um, it's whenever people get hurt like that, they usually end up being like attention whores crying out for help all of the time and hurting themselves and taking it out on themselves and becoming drug addicts. And then like, no, those are the pieces of shit. Those are the person that like the border, like me, and people who like hurt themselves all the time, which, they can be just as sociopathic. They can be just as narcissists, and that's like a whole other thing. But like, no, those are the pieces of shit. But the sociopaths who rape and abuse people, poor them. They were the ones that were hurt and abused as kids. Oh my god, people are so fucking stupid. I forgot what I was talking about. I kind of went off on a tangent. This started out with me talking about, Marquis de Sade. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he was a spoiled little shit. And, I thought it was cool that, he was so outspoken against the clergy. That was really rare and stuff back then. That was a brave, bold thing to do. And like, if he just spoke up out against the church, that would be fucking awesome. And, but the thing about Marquis de Sade is he was fucking right. His actions weren't right, and I don't endorse or condone anything that he did or wrote about, but he was fucking right. Like, his whole thing was like, fuck it. Like, he was a pure creature of hedonist. Like, he was a hedonist, and he just wanted pleasure at anybody's expense. It didn't matter what. Like, it was basically, I do this because I can. And he, to his credit, he wasn't good. He wasn't whatever. But I mean, like, the one thing that I will say about Marquis de Sade is he was fucking honest. I mean, like, out of, at least, he didn't hide or pretend to be anything that he wasn't. Like, I mean, like, he was doing the exact same thing that the clergy was doing. He was doing, like, not all of them, like, it kind of, if you see the movie Quills and stuff where he was institutionalized, that priest that ran the asylum, he was actually a pretty cool dude. He was like one of the first people that he like genuinely believed in redemption and bullshit. And I mean Marquis de Sade was pretty outspoken against that too. Like, if you read Justine or if you read most of his works, it's basically, this is how the world works, and it is. It's everything he wrote was basically like, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want. People like me with money, aristocracy, we are all gonna do whatever the fuck we want. And that it remains true to um the end of times. Like he was like making it like it was a good thing. It's like an eat or be eaten, and that was like his whole philosophy. And it was not even a philosophy, it was just like he's the only person that really documented how the fucking world works, I guess. And it sucks, he sucked, but like it's, I don't know what we learned here today. um I don't know, I was thinking about doing a bigger, more extensive thing on Marquis de Sade, and now I'm depressed. But a lot of Doms and stuff, like, you know, kind of hold him up on a high caliber. And I mean, he's either like completely romanticized or he's like entirely um discredited as like a complete, like, he is villainous, he is bad, he is horrible. But I mean, I think that his work has merit to this. Like, I think that we need to keep writing like that in circulation. I think that pro Anna forums should exist. I think that pedophile forums should exist. I mean, like, that's why would you take that away? Because they're all like right there. They're all like going, like, if you allowed forums like that, and I'm not saying, like, again, I'm not endorsing it, I'm just saying that if pedophiles were all like condensed into a couple places on the internet where everybody could fucking see them, you know, they could be studied, they could be researched. Like, pro Anna sites, like, these people need to be studied. These people, like, you could memorize their habits, you could, like, they are telling each other like their crimes and what they do or whatever. And I mean, like, these people, they do it the fuck anyway. It's like banning stuff, like in the 1950s, when there was no sex, no drugs, no raunchiness, no nothing on fucking TV. In the 1950s, did none of that stuff exist? Did Leave It to Beaver solve all the problems in the whole entire fucking world? Like, it's been proven again and again and again that censorship is the most retarded fucking thing on this whole fucking planet. It's shoving a problem underneath the rug. It shouldn't be as normalized as it is. I don't think that we need this nanny state horseshit like coming down on us and telling us what to do with our lives and how to think and how to feel. I don't like it whenever people police thoughts. I don't like it whenever even heinous ones. Even, like, it all should exist. It all should be there. It all has a reason to be there. And I mean, like, I understand moderating it to an extent whenever, like, delusional beliefs just become harassment. But I mean, like, dude, there's still gonna be, like, we can't if we took away flat earthers, whatever, they would still be there. There are still, we took away my pro Anna, there are still anorexics. It didn't hide it. It didn't fix it. It doesn't help the person suffering with it. It helps the people who just don't want to see it, who just don't want that stuff to be there. But you know what? Whether, like, I don't want this hair to be there, but it is. And I got to deal with that. You got to deal with you not being the only person in this rosy, like, fucking rose-tinted ass fucking world. Like, that's just not reality. That's just, like, you have to live in reality no matter the fuck what. No matter how bad it sucks, no matter how much it hurts you, no matter what, you have to fucking live in reality. So why don't you just fucking accept it? And, like, nobody wants, like, there to be all the bad stuff there, but it is. And if we hide it and we take it away or whatever, that takes us further away from a solution. Okay, bye.